What's up, wave makers? It's me, Mummy Suna. Perfect. Sorry I skipped MLM memes and makeup Monday last week, but we're getting back into it now. But of course, before we get into looking at the memes, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all those things that the algorithm loves. If you're the realist, you'll follow me on Instagram, because that's where I'm the most active. We've also got merch, I got Patreon, all that stuff. So if that's of any interest to you, me, I guess, links to all that are down below. Now, let's look at the memes. The top meme this week is low effort, and it just says, this probably didn't go as planned.
Who wants to win $100? Add your own name and comment below.
Sounds like MLM, but okay. I pooped today. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Is this a joke? Honestly, I love a good scam. Give me $200 and you got a deal. These nuts. Scam, scam, scam. I don't use Facebook very often, but is that like a thing that people are able to just go on there and add their own answers to the poll? That seems dangerous. Why does Facebook do that? I don't know. Why does Facebook do most of the shit that it does? So as far as like what MLM this is, I never know. I see it works doing like fake giveaways all the time, but what was the group that this was in? Houseplant hobbyist. What the fuck? What? You know what, hun? I think I'm going to try to advertise to the people who like house plants today. Do you think there's a houseplant MLM? If there's not now, there will be after this video. Shit. I would expect like a succulent MLM or something. Sorry if I just spoke that into existence and now it's gonna happen. That'll be the worst. I'm sorry.
How could you?
But yeah, I never know like if any of these are real. I mean, obviously considering the people we're talking about here being Huns who have no ethical integrity. So like, what do they care if they say they're entering your name to a drawing for $100 and then they just never pick a winner? I mean, that has to be what's going on, right? Like, I've seen ones where they're like, enter to win a Peloton. I'm like, aren't those like thousands of dollars, like $10,000 or some shit? I don't know. Anyway, usually what will happen with what I've seen of these anyway is that the Hun in question will message whoever responded to this poll and they will say, hey, I'm glad you're interested in the $100 I'm giving away. Here's all you gotta do in return for an entry to the drawing. And then they'll say like they need you to make a post for them, and they'll send you like a script, like a word for word script, like, my friend in it works just lost 100 pounds. Look at these transformation results. And it's like someone you don't know. You'll post a picture of a random person who lost weight and they'll be like, it works. And it's not always even weight loss results from It Works or whatever company they're shilling for. Yeah, the whole thing is just a scam. It's literally just to get people to advertise for you while getting nothing in return. I guess what they're getting in return is the hope and dream that they'll get $100 sent to them. Nope, it's not that easy, sweaty. Okay, the next two are memes we've seen a bajillion times. What's going on? Where's the original content here? Okay, anecdote. Poet Katie Bear turns Hunbot text into a poem. Ooh.
Hi Katie. I am a huge fan of yours and I'd love to talk to you today about blank, a fast-acting weight loss regime created by my boss. Imagine a life where two-piece swimsuits don't send you crying in the closet. Imagine a life spent loving how you look on the inside and outside. Now what if I told you this could all come true and that it's already packaged up and ready to be sent to your home for free? All I need is a good address and a commitment to 1 to 3 posts documenting your journey to the new you. Let me know if you have any questions.
Imagine a life spent loving what is already good. Aw, this is way more wholesome than I was expecting. This is like Blackout poetry. Have you guys ever done Blackout poetry? It's a lot of fun. My husband and I used to do it a lot, and I don't know why we ever stopped, but we would go to Goodwill and just buy a bunch of books, like just old books, and then you literally just take like a permanent marker and then just pretty much do what this chick did. Pick a page in the book, find some words that sound cool, and black out the rest, and then it makes a little poem out of it. I think there's an Instagram called Blackout Poetry, or Make Blackout Poetry. It's really good, and it's a lot of fun to do if you're the creative type, I suppose. Some people will like illustrate over it instead of just marking it out in black, but I don't know, it's a lot of fun. Anyway, I guess I just wasn't expecting that to be in this post, but I'm glad it was, because it reminded me that Blackout poetry is a thing. Story, a trend I've noticed. One thing I've noticed from the Huns on my social media is that they all have a similar journey. Shortly before or right as they announce their decision to join the dark side, they'll post post a long-ass novel about their journey. It'll be something like this. 2 years ago, I started vomiting and shitting blood. I went to my doctor who diagnosed me with a non-specific autoimmune disease that no one else has ever heard of. There's no treatment for it, and my doctor doesn't know what to do because he/she only graduated 4th in their class at an Ivy League school. One day, a random lady wearing a visor at Walmart complimented my boy mom shirt and told me about It Works and Mary Kay. I've been using their products for 3 days now and I'm in full remission. Join my downline. This obviously is an over-exaggeration of the things they actually post, but I think it must be like a requirement to join an MLM. It's like, okay, dig deep, find the most devastating thing that has ever happened to you in your entire life, whether it be the loss of a loved one or a devastating disease or blah, 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 blah. Use that as your story, find a way to incorporate it into why you joined this MLM so that it will resonate with people who have gone through something similar. And if you don't have any stories like that, you just make one up, just like this person did. Yeah, they do. I mean, sob stories sell, honey. I guess it depends on the MLM. I was about to say like, no one in Monate has a story like that, but yeah, they do. It's usually like a postpartum hair loss situation or something with Monate, or cancer, hair regrowth, something like that. That's usually what it is. So yeah, I guess look at it. Just about any MLM and you'll find a way to incorporate some kind of sob story. Makeup MLMs, you could say. I was just so unconfident in the way I looked. Take like trichotillomania, for example. I didn't know that makeup existed that could make it look like I have eyebrows, and that changed my life. Look at how confident I am now. Have you noticed how many selfies I've been posting? Some of you guys probably didn't even know what I looked like. Well, here I am with eyebrows. Just shit like that, you know. Anyway, yep, tragedy sells. Doterra. Good thing they've got their Doterra to protect them from the chemicals. What? Holy fucking shit. Oh my god, there's a Doterra ad right in the middle. Socialism sucks. False pandemic? Okay, yeah, fuck you. This is some crazy conspiracy shit. Whenever this person gets out of their car to go to Walmart, yeah, someone needs to get out the fucking bucket and just start scrubbing while they're in there doing their shopping. Obviously, the things that we see written on this car are not true. They are conspiracy theories. Please get vaccinated if you haven't already. That car is full of vaccine misinformation. You know, I always think, like, I mean, Doterra aside, obviously it's fucking funny that they highlighted their Doterra business with all of this propaganda. I always wonder, like, people who are this invested in putting shit like this in their car, do you think like one day they just got so triggered by something that they were like, fuck it, I'm doing it, and then they just go out there and just scribble all this shit on their car? Like, this is not like just some nice little craft project, you know? This is something that someone had to do when they were angry. They covered every fucking inch of that car. We want to talk about people who are just like hurt and sad people. Here's like fucking example number 1, dude. Anyway, coming from someone who lost a close friend to COVID at the age of 30, it's a real virus. Could be any of us. And if people were just quarantining and safe and careful like they should have been when this whole thing started, my friend would probably still be alive, and that's very upsetting. I don't know what's up with my eyebrows today. I just can't. They're a little too feathery. Whatever, I'm not going anywhere. What do I care? Also, essential oils obviously are not going to do anything about COVID, because if they were, we wouldn't have a pandemic, because everyone and their mothers has essential oils, and plenty of those people have also contracted COVID. So yeah, it doesn't do shit. Discussion. I'm only in my town's mom group for these posts. She was 100% serious. Oh my god, do I even want to know? Alright.
I want to share something with you all. Just take a moment to hear me out. When you buy a product and continue to buy it, it usually means you enjoy it or need it. Everyone is so against MLM, and okay, I get it. But, does it really matter whether you're buying name brand of product X versus an MLM product? Regardless, you don't know who top dog is getting rich. I used Color Street and enjoyed it. I wanted to buy it in bulk. Crazy, I know. So I signed on to buy my kit, which was essentially buying in bulk for me. I use it and enjoy it, so why not share what I enjoy doing? Who cares if you're making Jane Doe rich? When you buy name brand ketchup or name brand purses, it's all the same thing. Except this way I get paid too. Not because I'm dying for money, but because it's something fun that I actually enjoy doing on the side. Maybe you all should have an open mind and not be so quick to judge those of us who are involved in an MLM. I'm not trying to start a debate or talk shit. All I'm asking is to hear me out.
Wow, cool. Yeah. Ooh, before I get into my commentary on this particular post, one of you guys commented on a video of mine that I posted from last week and said they wanted me to do a black and yellow makeup look, and I said that sounds fun, so I'm gonna do it. Anyway, this is what it looks like when someone is completely unaware of the actual issues with MLMs. And you know, maybe it's not their fault, okay? Like, it's not a matter of being ignorant. I think it's literally just they don't know and they don't get it. They're just like, well, I like the products. And listen, if you like an MLM product, first of all, that sucks. It sucks to be in that position where like you like something, but you like can't ethically bring yourself to support it. Like Chick-fil-A. I mean, come on, they got some good ass chicken sandwiches. But hey, there's chicken sandwich wars going on between all the fast food restaurants now, so I can get my fix somewhere else. Like Hobby Lobby is a cool fucking store, but you know, if I need to get my craft supplies from somewhere, I'll just go to Michael's or Joann's or something, despite how much fun Hobby Lobby is to visit. I think this person just doesn't get it. Also with Color Street in particular, speaking from personal experience, yeah, Color Street was cool like the first few times I used it, because a few of you guys sent me just a shitload of it. Like I still have some left over because I stopped using it. They're probably still right here actually. Oh yeah, right here. I just like have a stash of them in my bed cabinet for some reason. I just never moved them, but yeah, so I used them because I had them and I actually liked them. But then after a few months, my nails started getting really cracky and dry. So, I mean, essentially Color Street kind of like ruined my nails. And you know, there's obviously a lot of other MLM products out there. Some of them are pretty good. Like, I mean, I've tested a lot of products that you guys have sent me and I tend to like some of the ones that you've sent me. Like my first MLM was Gold Canyon, which isn't a thing anymore. They got closed down because the management was shit, from what I understand anyway. But I really legitimately liked the candles. And, you know, at that point, I really honestly didn't understand what I was signing up for. Because if I had, I probably would never have, even though I liked the candles. But I guess my point is, it just sucks to be in a boat where you think you need to like Color Street. Like, there are dupes for Color Street. Fob Park obviously owns the patent for his nail stickers, so anything else you buy that's not in cocoa or coconut nail art is gonna be different, but there's some that work just as well, and they probably, hey, surprise surprise, probably don't ruin your nails as bad. Why don't you guys just be open-minded? You can't really be any more open-minded than knowing both sides, you know? Like, I get why this chick is saying it. It's because she's brainwashed and she doesn't get it. No one has really explained to her why it's bad, and she's so far into it now that she'll probably never get out until her nails get ruined, I guess. She's like, who cares if you're making Jane Doe rich? I care, and here's why. So if you go to fucking Walmart, well, Walmart's a bad example because like China slave labor and shit, but I'll use it since we all shop there, don't we? Most of us do. Let's be honest with ourselves. I know exactly what I'm getting when I'm buying from Walmart. It's not like someone's up in my face just like telling me why I need this shit. When I say I don't need it, someone like yells at me and kicks me out of the store and tells me I don't care about my family. Like, in that situation, I am taking my money, I'm giving it to Walmart, and I know that the person at the cash register that I'm giving that money to is making a semi-decent wage. When I say semi-decent, I mean minimum wage, which obviously, depending on where you live, is probably not high enough, but that's a totally different discussion. But at least they're definitely making more than 99% of people in an MLM. At least they are being compensated for the time spent. They are guaranteed a form of compensation. MLMs cannot say that. All of these MLM defenders, they always kind of say this, like, I don't understand why it's any different buying from me than it is buying from Walmart. Because they're like, the only difference is I get paid. That's not why any of us are against MLMs. The reason why we're against MLMs is because of the multi-level cat hair part of the business structure. It is in your best interest to recruit me to also sell those products because you will get richer. Even if I end up losing money, you will make money off of my losses. That's why it's different, and that's why it sucks. Because there are people, and I assume that this person is one of them just based on the way they're talking, who probably don't realize how much money they've lost. Their upline, how they're promising all these like rewards for being in the MLM, they're just very unlikely unlikely for you to achieve, but you bought in because you were manipulated into thinking that you could achieve that. If you liked Color Street, couldn't you just feasibly join for the discount like they always say people do? Sure, you could. But we don't see that very often because, well, hey, if I can just shill this to people I know, I'll make money. And then eventually those people will like it so much that they're gonna go, I want that discount too. And then I'll make money off of their constant purchases and their sales and it's like, there's just a lot of kind of greed and stuff behind all that, which you could say that, you know, corporations, there's a lot of greed there too, but they don't have to recruit people and they're compensating people kind of fairly for their work most of the time. MLMs cannot say that. They just end up putting people in debt. I know that was a long-winded explanation. I was very focused on my eyeshadow. She's justifying her investment in the starter kit as buying in bulk. I don't know how much Color Street starter kits go for, but whoever recruited her, you know, if there are multiple starter kits and this person already liked the product, it was probably pretty easy for the upline to be like, just buy the most expensive one, hun, it's the best deal. But then again, even with the discounts they get in Color Street, it still costs more than in Cocoa or Coconut Nail Art, which are the same freaking products, the same exact thing. They're owned by the same person, produced in the same factory, and they're cheaper. Sure, they have less designs. Every time I talk about Color Street, there's always someone in the comments who are like, oh, but Color Street just ended their contract with Walmart and Ulta, so they're not selling there anymore, and now it's just gonna be Color Street. It's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Every time someone says that, I go and I look. Like, when was the last time I heard that? Probably like 6 months ago. I'll go look right now. Oh, look at that. $6.88 at Walmart. Still there. There they are. Yup, literally, I could go to my local Walmart that is like 2 miles away, go to aisle G22, and find myself some fucking In Cocoa nail wraps. I made my first video about Color Street like a year and a half ago, and ever since then, every few months, Color Street gets brought up, and someone somewhere is always like, oh, you know that they just like canceled that, right? They don't have that contract anymore, so you're not going to be able to buy them from those suppliers anymore. And it's like every single time, nope. In Cocoa is like the parent company. It's not really a branch. It's like In Cocoa is the trunk of the tree, and then Color Street and Coconut Nail are branches off of In Cocoa. Can we just stop lying to ourselves and just admit that, okay, you love fucking Color Street. Guess what? I did the fucking math, and even after all of the discounts you can get from Color Street, those nail strips still will cost you less if you walk into an Ulta or Walmart and buy them. What about Coconut Nail Art? Because that one was always like $5. Oh, if I search Coconut Nail Art, it just brings up In Cocoa. So maybe there's truth behind them like taking out Coconut Nail Art, because Coconut Nail Art was just like all the ugly shit that no one else ever wanted. Let me see. Yeah, you can't really buy Coconut Nail Art anywhere anymore. But I'm telling you right now, you can go to Walmart and get fucking In Cocoa, which is the same shit. Let me see about Ulta. You guys, they don't sell it at Ulta anymore. Okay, that's actually honestly kind of shocking. This is a discovery I was not expecting to make today, but you can go to Walmart. So I'm wondering like if Color Street was just like, hey guys, we're canceling our contracts, but like not all of them, just some of them. Whatever, man. I spent way too long on that, and now I'm like at the end of my makeup routine, so sorry. Well, we learned some things today, folks, but as always, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. And now we can thank my patrons and my members. And this list of people are the wonderful, fabulous people who support me financially every single month. They get perks like access to our Discord server. Sometimes I give you guys access to early videos when I'm able to. Video shout outs, merch codes, discount codes. We have a postcard club. This month I'm sending out hand-painted rocks to everybody because that's a lot of fun. So if you missed out on that, I'm sorry. Maybe I'll do it again someday, I don't know. But anyway, if any of that sounds good to you, you can go to patreon.com/SavannahMarie, or you can click the join button beneath this video and become a financial supporter of mine. So the biggest thank you in the whole wide world goes to Amanda Shannon, Lydia J. Creighton Byers, Heidi Ha, Ashley Brown, Julia Wheeler, Alice W., Leanne, Jerry Duncan, Samantha Jackson, Evan Adler, Laura Lynn Martin, Eve Blondo, Daniel Urena, Victoria Weiser, April Lindblom, Tuesday the 13th, E. Higgins, Eric Lauder-Craddock, Molly Wasilewski, Boris Geller, Meredith Nakata, Rachel McHenry, Kim Cartwright, Maddie Darley, Kelly Creffield, Katrina Rosemarick, Elizabeth Wyatt, Lesbian Plantasy, Liz, Tiffany Bruss, J. Marie, Auntie Lou, Vamp Faye, Fallon Lowry, Sabrina Franklin, and Julia Nieberdowski. And to the rest of my wonderful patrons and my members, thank you so much for being here and being you. Even if you're not a patron or a member, thanks for making it to the end of this video and discovering crazy shit about Color Street with me while doing makeup. Keep making waves, babes. I will smell you all later. Mommy Tsunami, out.